De Saint Martin de Porres, Humility in Service. What if I told you that one of the greatest saints in Catholic history was once forbidden to become a full member of his own religious order because of the color of his skin? What if I told you that this same man became a healer of the sick, a servant to the poor, and a beloved friend to animals and strangers alike? Saint Martin de Porres didn't perform his greatest works from a pulpit. He did them with a broom, a bandage, and a bowed head. This is the story of humility, radical, holy, and world-changing. Martin de Porres was born in Lima, Peru, in 1579, illegitimate, mixed race, and marked by poverty. His father was a Spanish nobleman, his mother a freed African slave. From an early age, Martin experienced exclusion, not only socially, but even within the church. He longed to join the Dominicans, but due to racial discrimination, he was accepted only as a servant. He could have grown bitter. He could have left the church. He could have refused to serve those who rejected him. But instead, he embraced humility. Martin swept the floors, washed dishes, and cleaned the toilets. But he didn't just do humble things. He lived them. In silence, in secret, in total trust. Over time, his sanctity became impossible to hide. He nursed the sick with tenderness. He multiplied food for the hungry. He healed the sick, sometimes miraculously. He even communicated with animals and was known to care for stray cats and dogs. When the community eventually recognized his holiness and offered him higher roles, he chose to remain the lowly servant. Why? Because Martin understood something many of us forget. That humility isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. He didn't serve because he had to. He served because he loved. And love, when rooted in humility, becomes unstoppable. In a world that praises self-promotion, Martin calls us to quiet faithfulness. In a time that chases visibility, he reminds us of the beauty of being hidden in Christ. Humility isn't weakness. It's strength under control. It's mopping the floor no one notices. It's forgiving when you're wronged. It's putting someone else's need before your own, even when no one applauds. In your life, your work, your home, your community, maybe you feel unseen, unappreciated, forgotten. But Saint Martin shows us, what is hidden from the world is often most visible to God. True greatness isn't loud, it's found in kneeling down. So today, if you're struggling to be noticed, if you're tired of serving without thanks, if you're wondering whether your small acts matter, remember Saint Martin de Porres. Remember his broom, his bandages, and his smile. Remember that God sees what the world overlooks. And if you're searching for purpose, start here. Pick up the broom. Visit someone who's lonely. Feed someone who's hungry. Forgive someone who's hurt you. Let humility be your superpower. Let hidden love be your revolution. Because in the end, it's not our titles or achievements that make us saints. It's how deeply we choose to serve, even when no one's watching. Everything, even sweeping, scrubbing, and dusting, can be a prayer if it is offered to God with love. Saint Martin de Porres. If this message inspired you, consider sharing it with someone who serves quietly in the background. And if you're ready to follow Martin's path, start small, but start today. Let your service speak louder than your words. Let your humility become your legacy. Saint Martin de Porres, pray for us.